Hi, I'm Tom Lippincott, and welcome to the Diminished Scale, a Modern Jazz Guitar Approach, Part 3. Today we'll be discussing every single one of the 4-note chords and structures that are available in the 8-note diminished scale. We're going to leave no stone unturned, and we're going to give plenty of examples of ways that you can use this material in your playing. For any of the examples that I'm going to be using in the class, any of the written materials and any of the things that I'm going to be demonstrating, I'm not going to use those 2 outer strings, just using the inner 6 strings, so it'll be exactly like your guitar if you're a 6-string player. And so we're basically going to end up studying today 20 different chords that can be moved up the neck 3 frets at a time to get the 8 different diatonic chords. We can, as guitarists, can take advantage of the way that the guitar is structured to make learning a lot of these things a lot easier. Notice, of course, I have different notes now. I have A flat, B, G, B flat, going to B flat, D flat, A flat, B. But the interval structure is still the same as this down here, and thus, on the guitar, the shape. And if I keep going with that, another one, and then finally the octave of where I started, I get an entire harmonized diminished scale. Some of the examples are literally that's what we're going to be doing. Other examples we're going to be doing a little fancier things with them, maybe a little variation on that, or maybe using some, mixing up the voicings a little, different melodic or harmonic movement, or maybe a melodic version of like single note arpeggios versus chords, so forth, just mixing them up in all different ways. What I've worked out for this example is I'm playing the E on the 4th string down here on the 2nd fret, A flat on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and then F and G both on the high E string, F on the 1st fret, G on the 3rd fret, so it goes like this. And then the companion chord is the same idea. 4th, 3rd, and then 2 notes on the 1st string. Then I put those together, and then I transpose that whole idea in a minor 3rd, another minor 3rd, another minor 3rd, and finish out the octave. Next, example 97 takes one of the really big chord voicings, the double drop 2, drop 3, 1st inversion, and I'm using a thirds pattern. So it's a little more complex pattern than just going up or down the scale. So now look on page 50 at example 99. We'll see the 2 chords that we looked at a minute ago before, and we're just moving them up minor thirds. Example 108. Half diminished chords as we saw before, and now 4 minor 7 chords as well. Pretty interesting. Actually, there's almost every common kind of 7th chord contained within the diminished scale, other than maybe major 7, and augmented major 7 would be another one that isn't really in there. Now what we're going to do is try combining the chords in some other ways to get some more interesting voice leading. 3, 4. Let's see what open strings we end up with. We got E is in there, D is in there, G is in there, B and E. So actually 5 of the 6 strings are diatonic to that particular diminished scale. Example 134. Next, we have some real-world examples utilizing some of the diminished scale stuff in harmonic and melodic settings in different chord progressions, 2-5-1s, and some excerpts from standards and so forth. Places in a real-world setting where you might plug in some of this stuff, and also an attempt to show how to sort of weave it organically into your other improvised material so that it doesn't sound so obvious and stuck on.